Yeah, yo. It's the ugly truck driver. How the flock are you? Well, it's Sunday night and it's 4 days before the New Year's for 2015. A lot of you know I go out and I surf a lot on the internet. I surf a lot on YouTube. I surf a lot on social sites. I'm interested in history, politics, sex, religion, and I make commentary about it, and sometimes it really ticks people off, doesn't it? I've been called everything but a white man, a son of God, a Christian, you name it. You know what? I'm 68 years old. That's my 199th Red Catcher's Cup with rum and coke in it. I've been there, I've done it, I've seen it. I've had the crap scared out of me. I'm no hero. How many times have you heard me say that in the past? I am no freaking hero. I am no John Wayne or the rest of that good old stuff that you saw in the World War II hero movies. But that's the problem we have today in America. With the liberalist, socialist, communist entities in college campuses, the professors, in our government. 40 years ago, 80% of all the Congress and the Senate were military veterans, war veterans. People had been in combat. People had been shot at. People had been going out and killing people. And they knew what it was like. You go out and you train all day and learn how to kill people. You go home at night, be with your family, and you pray to God you never have to go out and do that. But when we're called upon, we do that. There's a thing called the oath of enlistment for us ground pounder types. To protect and defend the Constitution of the United States against all enemies, foreign and domestic. Last I looked, there's no expiration date on that oath. We took it all those years ago, and it hasn't expired, at least in my view and many other veterans' views. But I was sitting here, I spent the last couple of nights bouncing around YouTube, Fox News. I know, everybody hates Fox News. You got this guy named O'Neill and Peter Doocy, who is a Fox News reporter, put out a 2-hour special on. I would love to see the stuff that they cut out of this interview, this movie, whatever you want to call it, about O'Neill and the killing of Osama bin Laden, that they didn't have time to put in, or it might have been too controversial. And there's been commentary and controversy whether he was the actual person that shot and killed Osama bin Laden or not. That is Mox Nix. The man has the kudos. He has the gravitas. He has the facts, in my opinion. But see, this is the problem we got. We got Chris Kyle, one of the most famous snipers in the Middle East. He's dead now. But he was one of the most accurate shooters in the Middle East, taking out terrorists. His record is unsurpassed by any other sniper, even going back to Vietnam when a couple of guys there were sitting there and being snipers. Even the guy that's got the longest shot in history as a sniper, who comes from Canada, can't match Chris Kyle. But this is the problem we have today in America, guys and gals. We don't have heroes any longer. Heroes are looked down upon. People that commit war, make war, and everything else stand up for your rights, put their lives on the line 24/7, 365 to honor the Declaration of Independence to honor the Constitution, to honor the Bill of Rights, that took that oath of enlistment to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States, by these liberal socialist communists, are made fun of, called names, called liars, called a whole bunch of things. Look, I'm a Vietnam vet. Whoopie-doo for my Subaru. I was no hero. I volunteered for Vietnam. I figured it was my duty to go there to defend the South Vietnamese from the communist North Vietnamese and the Chinese. I was 20 years old when I got there. I celebrated my 21st birthday in a rice paddy in Vietnam. I was a track mechanic. I had a toolbox in one hand and an M16 in the other. But I had a bunch of whole new tracks. Both when I was with the 2nd of the 47th 9th Infantry Division, as well as when I was with the 199th Light Infantry Brigade, D Troop 17th Cav. Most of my tracks were new and did not break down too often, and I used to get all over the guys on the tracks about track maintenance, track tension, this, that, and everything else. So if the fit hit the shan, your damn 113 wouldn't break down, and all of a sudden you got to get towed out, or somebody's going to attack you because you can't move. I was kind of like the quarterback of the maintenance department when you're in the field. And I want you fuckers out there to understand. In both outfits that I was out there in the field, not base camp, not in some maintenance facility. I was in the field about 28 days a month with the troops. I OJT'd on a 50 caliber. I OJT'd on the M60. The M79 grenade launcher. The 45 caliber grease gun. The 1911 45 APC semi-automatic pistol. The M16. And I trained in basic training on the M14, which I still love to this day. And I'm not a freaking hero. Because when the shit hit the fan, it didn't matter that my MOS was not 11B10. It mattered that I was with 11B10s as a 63B20. And we went on ambush patrols. We blew shit up. We got in a few firefights. I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of times I was scared shitless. I was no fucking Audie Murphy. Grab the 45 caliber automatic and take out a bunch of enemy. I was sitting there saying, shit, do I have enough goddamn magazines loaded that if the shit gets thick that I can fire off a couple of hundred rounds before I got to worry about breaking open ammo boxes and reloading magazines? My personal habit was that I always had at least 5 magazines, that's 100 rounds, on my personal body. And I had another, I'm going to guess, 10 magazines stashed by my tool bag. Why? I was scared. I wasn't no genius. I wasn't looking for a fight. I was a track mechanic. But see, I see stuff today. Chris Kyle, this guy O'Neill that shot Osama bin Laden. All these morons out there in the liberalistic, socialistic, communistic news media, even the assholes in the Pentagon. Now, you've heard me talk about the Pentagon more than once. These sons of bitches get up there in the Pentagon, they get their stars and their bars and all the rest of that, and they're no longer military. They're just politicians in a fucking monkey suit. That's a fact. Hello, Pentagon, I'm calling you out because you know I'm talking the truth. And today, our Congress Our Senate, less than 20% of those people that you and I elect and send to Washington, D.C. to defend our country and everything else, pass all these insane, immoral, stupid laws and create these bureaucracies that we need to take the people that head them out, stick them up against a brick wall somewhere with a firing squad and shoot them all. These morons today have no clue. I'd like to know the last time any congressman or senator, those 535 idiots on Capitol Hill, God forbid the two assholes in the White House, and Lord help us, the fucking morons in the Supreme Court, got into a bar fight and got their ass kicked. How many times have you seen in a country redneck bar somewhere, somebody will sit there and say something bad about the military or about veterans or something like that, and all of a sudden it's World War IV. Because you'll get some 60, 68-year-old son of a bitch get up and say, I'm going to ask you to apologize for slamming us people. And after that, it's Fist City, USA, till the cops get there. I remind all of you fuckers out there, don't fuck with a Vietnam vet. We got a younger crew now from the Middle East. Kuwait, Afghanistan, Iraq. They're coming up behind us. Us old fuckers are dying out. But I'll bet you dollars to donuts they got the same attitude we are. Leave us alone, let us do our thing and all that. But if you go slamming and banging on us, we're going to punch your fucking lights out. We didn't go to war for socialism or communism or anything else like that, or this current administration that sits there and wants to put our military back to pre-World War II standards where we couldn't even stand up and fight for ourselves. I remind you, when that started in World War II, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force was part of the Army, the Marines were at minimum standards, minimum personnel, minimum training. We got into World War II and we had to man up real quick. World War II, the soldiers of World War II, the pilots, whoever else, is part of the greatest generation that ever existed in American history. We fought a war on 3 different fronts, stomped the enemy into the dirt. We didn't sign no fucking peace treaties. We stomped these son of a bitches into submission. We bombed the shit out of them and told them if they get up off the floor, we're going to fucking kill them. That's where you got guys like Audie Murphy and the rest of that. These Marines, these Navy guys, these fighter pilots that sat there and asked no quarter and gave no quarter. Because we believed in what we were doing. We were stopping the enemy, which is what we need to do today with the Muslims, but nobody's got the balls. But you got guys like O'Neill and Chris Kyle, snipers, shooters, whatever. People make fun of them, call them liars and all that. And that's the problem today. America has no military heroes anymore. The news media frowns on somebody that can pick up a goddamn firearm and say, I'm not taking this shit no more. You fuck with me, you're going to pay your dues. Are you listening, Congress? Are you listening, Supreme Court? Are you listening, executive branch of the office? You Muslim fuckers, you? That's the problem America today has. We don't have anybody we can hold up and say, this is somebody I want to pattern myself after. And let's be honest, nobody wants to get into a fight. We'd like to work things out all peaceable like. But when America, its elected politicians, its bureaucracies start backing away from the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of the United States, the Bill of Rights, and say, oh, no, it don't matter, we can change it. Really? Where the fuck did you get that idea from? Joseph Stalin? Lenin? Marx? Hitler? The Khmer Rouge? The Red Chinese? Wake up, people. We need American heroes. We need the Audie Murphy types. People will sit there and say, you knock me down, fine, I get up off the floor, your fucking ass is mine, and I'm going to kick you to the dirt. I'm going to kill you. How many times have you heard me sit there and say, we need to be kind of like the fucking mafia in Sicily back about 100 years ago. Piss us off, we'll kill you, we'll kill your wife, we'll kill your kids, your aunts, your uncles, your cousin, their children, their grandchildren, their great-grandchildren, so that we don't have to go through the rest of our life watching our back. But oh no, we can't do that. Really? We did it in World War II. We stomped Hitler into the dirt. We stomped the Japanese. We A-bombed the fuck out of the Japanese. And even the Italians got tired of Mussolini and took care of him. Britain and America got their ass kicked in North Africa with Rommel, and then we came back, stomped the fuck out of them, and Hitler pulled Rommel back so he didn't have to take credit for the failure of the German army in North Africa. Like I say, I do a little history research here and there. But yeah, we need guys like Chris Kyle, we need guys like O'Neill to be our heroes. Because they are, believe it or not, they're gentle heroes. It's like, don't fuck with me, leave me alone, honor my service, but when you get into this shit and I get called out, I am going to take you out, and I'm not even going to feel bad after it. Yeah. That's a problem we got in America today. We don't have any military heroes. The liberal media doesn't want it. Or if they hear about it, they'll do their best to suppress it. Our Congress, our legislature, whether it's federal, state, local, borough, county, whatever, doesn't want to know about it. That's why we've got gun laws. Suppression of the people. Second Amendment, to keep and bear arms shall not be infringed. Anybody remember Concord back in the 1700s? America, 13 colonies, took the biggest nation in the world at that time, which was England, King George. We kicked their fucking ass out of America and sent them back home. Him, his Hessian troops, and everything else. 13 colonies. George Washington was probably outnumbered 5-1. But it was the citizens that made the difference. My, how things have changed in 238 years. We need more Chris Kyles. We need more O'Neills. We need more Audie Murphys. We need to stand up, strap on a set of fucking balls, tell our government, you either follow the Declaration of Independence, the Constitution of the United States, the Bill of Rights, or we're going to fire your ass. And if it means putting your fucking ass against a fire wall, we'll do that too. Oh, I shouldn't have said that. Terrible of me. Some poor son of a bitch is allowed to sit there and say, you know, this guy Brockner's a crazy motherfucker. We need to turn his ass into the NSA or the FBI or the CIA. He's a radical. Shit. We already know that shit's happening. We already know there's documentation out there by the federal government. Veterans, Christians, and all the rest of that are considered possible terrorists by our current government. That's why I say we need some fucking heroes out here. People that are not afraid to sit there and say, yes, I will give my life for my country. I will take some son of a bitch out, even if he's another American, that sits there and tries to infringe on our civil rights, on our Constitution, our Bill of Rights, and throw some Sharia law Muslim shit at us, some socialist commentary at us, Marxist, Leninist, whatever. Yeah. We need a whole lot of heroes that sit there and say, nah, we are an American Christian country, and it goes back to 1620, the Mayflower Compact, which a lot of people want to ignore. We're a Christian country. Don't believe Obama. America is no longer a Christian nation. Hey, Obama, fuck you, you Muslim bastard. You got 11 fucking members in your cabinet that have direct connections to the Muslim Brotherhood. Don't give me your fucking bullshit. Valerie Jarrett, another fucking Muslim. What, she got you by your balls, Obama? Anyhow, like I said, America needs more heroes. People that will stand up and fight and not just talk shit. And if it means, in some cases, the possibility of us going up against those military generals in the Pentagon that sold out, so be it. I just pray to Jesus that there's guys in the military or former military that remember the oath that they took to protect and defend the Constitution of the United States and say, sir, I can't do this. This is an unlawful order under the UCMJ. Yeah. I don't know nothing. I'm just a dumb truck driver. There it is, guys. That's my rant for today. America needs more military heroes to pattern ourselves after. Guys that put their ass on the line and were willing to die for America. Not these fucking Hollywood types or these liberal socialist communist motherfuckers. Just a truck driver's opinion, you understand? Bye-bye.